Mom, it's been more than 2 hours. I'll be late for school. Oh, don't move. I'm still combing your hair. Can't let a single one fall out of place. Oh, jeez. Every morning, I had to sit still while my mom combed my hair and sprayed it with expensive essences. She loved my hair so much that she could sit for hours stroking it. It was my mom's favorite hobby. She said, "You know, Demi, I treasure your hair more than anything. You have to take care of it like your life depends on it." Do you even love me? You're just like Rapunzel's fake mom who only loved her because of her hair. Hi, I'm Demi, 16 years old. I grew up with a single mother. She took care of me meticulously in every way, especially my hair. Mom always wanted me to be a little princess with long golden hair. I knew I was an only child, but her excessive care sometimes made me angry. My mom loved my hair so much that she did everything to make it look the best. Every night, she would run after my hair to spray, steam, dry, and hug it. I once saw her messing around with a bunch of messy ingredients in the kitchen, which had a very horrible scent. What are you doing? I just learned how to make natural hair protection shampoo, dear. Let's try it tonight. No, that smell and that black slimy thing looks horrible. If you wash this every day, I promise to buy the bass guitar you mentioned last week. Gosh, I really needed that guitar for my next week's rock concert. It seemed like I had no choice. Fine. You know, I had to close my eyes and cover my nose and endure that for a whole week. It was so terrifying. Sometimes a mother's love is just too much. One day, I went to Bella's house to do a model for a science exercise. She accidentally spilled some glue on my hair. We struggled to remove the glue, but wasn't successful. Bella suddenly had an idea. Hey, how about we cut the glue part? It's not too much anyways. Okay, let's do it. The next day, when Mom combed my hair, she immediately recognized the difference. Demi, why is there a cut here? I had no choice but to tell her the whole thing. She got even more pissed. Bella is definitely jealous and wants to destroy your hair. I'll give her a lesson. Mom, please, it's not like that. But then Mom called Bella and scolded her fiercely. After that, Bella stopped talking to me for days. Mom also declared, "You're punished for not taking care of your hair. No more buying guitar." But you promised. I have a concert next week. Where do I get the money to buy it now? I don't care. This is your punishment. I hate you! After that heated argument, I went to the park near my house to cool down. I was sitting on the swing when suddenly a man walked up to me.
Hi, I'm Steve, a hairstylist. Your hair looks amazing. It's exactly what I'm looking for.
I looked up wearily. I don't like it at all. It's troublesome. He smiled. Oh, what a shame. Would you be willing to model for my upcoming international hair design contest? Why should I do that?
I'll give you a good compensation, okay?
Steve said, then showed me a check. Wow, that money would be enough for me to buy a really good bass guitar. I knew Mom would be mad if I cut my hair off on my own, but I desperately needed that guitar, so I accepted Steve's offer. On the day of the hair design contest, I snuck out and went to where it was held. Steve greeted me at the gate and put his hand on my shoulder.
Are you ready? You're gonna have a brand new look.
Yes, let's do it. In front of hundreds of spectators, Steve cut my hair up to my shoulders, trimmed it in trendy layers, and dyed it in navy blue. Wow, I looked cool. As a result, Steve won first prize and gave me the payment as promised along with a box.
This is your hair. You can keep it as a souvenir.
I took it and left. For the first time in my life, I went against my mom. Honestly, it felt so good because I finally broke the leash she put on me. Not to mention, that hair was perfect for a female rocker, and it would be more convenient when I performed on stage. Sweet! When I got home, my mom was already waiting in the living room. Seeing me, she immediately stood up. Her whole body trembled, her eyes widened with terror as she rushed to hug my hair and cried, "Demi, what are you doing with your hair? Oh my God!" Then she burst into tears like she was going crazy. Mom grabbed my arm and pulled me into the room and locked the door. "From now on, you're completely under my supervision. I'll take you to school. When you get home, you have to stay completely in your room. Are you clear?" Also, from that day on, in addition to having to sit for hours while Mom took care of the hair that had been cut, my diet was supplemented with a lot of functional foods to stimulate hair growth. It was too much. I decided to do something rebellious to fight her absurdity. If it was all for the hair, I would destroy it completely. I grabbed the shaver on the table and shaved my hair. When it was done, I took a deep breath, preparing myself for a fierce declaration of war with my difficult mother. That night, when Mom came home, she immediately froze when she saw me with a bald head. But instead of scolding and crying, she just froze there for a long time and then quietly walked away. Suddenly, I felt anxious. I ran after her without knowing what to say. "Are you mad at me?" She didn't say anything, just went into her room and showed me a shocking sight. She raised her hand to her head and lifted her hair, revealing a bald head. This time, I was the one freezing. What is this?" she explained. "I've been wearing a wig this whole time. 3 years ago, I was diagnosed with a thyroid disease. It caused my hair to fall out gradually until there was nothing left." I grumbled. "But why did you hide it from me?" "I was afraid that if I couldn't overcome this disease, you would have to leave alone. It's devastating whenever I think about that. I know it's annoying that I care about your hair too much, but it's the only way for me to comfort myself." "I'm sorry, I didn't know that." I touched my bald head and said, "From now on, I will fight this disease together with you. You won't be alone anymore." The next day, I opened the box Steve gave me and took the hair out. Then I ordered a beautiful wig made of it to give Mom for her birthday. "This hair is from the one that you used to love and cherish. Please take care of it. I love you so much." Now, my mom no longer has to wear a wig. At home, Mom and I kept our bald heads and joked with each other about it. Every special occasion, she would wear the hair that I gave her in the most gorgeous way. Best of all, she wore that and went to my rock concert to support me too. My mom's mentality also improved. She faced the disease in the most optimistic way. I believe my mom will soon overcome it. Please leave a comment and pray for the best for her.
What is there to think about? Pick George. Money, popularity, cool car. You're gonna be a queen. My inner demon was telling me. No. George won't make you happy. My inner angel interjected. Look at Mickey. Caring, sweet, kind, and penniless loser. The demon laughed. I suddenly noticed that the cab driver was looking back at me with fear. I was talking to myself. Hi, my name is Vicky, and I have a crush on 2 guys. One of them is rich, and the other one is very poor, and I urgently need to make a choice. About girls like me, they say, she's from another planet, and someone calls me a rebel because I don't care about other people's opinions. They call me a freak because I prefer books to TikTok. I never aspired to a relationship. If a guy suddenly fell for me, I tried to quickly reject him. But this summer, everything changed. On the first day of school, I accidentally stepped on the skirts of a classmate's long dress in the crowd. She twitched, and the dress almost fell off. In a panic, I jumped back and ran into the geography teacher. His wig flew off, and everyone saw the baldness he had so carefully concealed. I couldn't stay on my feet and fell. Under the squeal of a classmate, the laughter of the children, and the teacher screaming. And then there he was, a tanned guy with a trim body. His clothes were badly worn, but it seemed to make him even cooler and even kind of brutal. The guy picked me up and put me on my feet.
Hey, Vicky, you've gotten even prettier over the summer.
Mickey? I almost collapsed on the floor again. It's Mickey. Loser Mickey. Mickey Mouse. My classmate from a poor family. He might have been a nice guy, but no one was friends with him. He was wildly shy, uptight, and wore some kind of rags. But now, there was this incredibly hot macho in front of me, and he had friends. Before I could get over the shock of meeting Mickey, another surprise awaited me. It started raining, and everyone rushed inside the school. There was a huge muddy puddle in front of the porch. Unfortunately, my parents made me wear a dress and shoes that day. The crowd wouldn't let me go around the puddle, and the guys in the back were pushing me forward. And then a pale, sophisticated guy in a suit came out of the crowd, took off his jacket, and threw it